Now, just ahead, guys, the programme helping troubled young men turn their lives around. We're going to find out how it works in just a moment.
Well, Ryan Waite had a tough start to life. He lost both his parents to cancer 10 years apart, which led him to make an attempt on his life at just 22.
Yet now he volunteers at Top Blokes, a preventative mentor programme that helps young guys facing significant trauma to turn their lives around. And Ryan joins us now in the studio this morning. Ryan, it's a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you for having
me. Before we get into the fantastic work that you do, maybe you can tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, I lost my mum at the age of 12, and then unfortunately my dad didn't do well with the loss of my mum, so my brother and I decided to move out of home. So I was 14, moving out of home, going to school, trying to manage all those adversities at once, and it did get the better of me at times, but and then at the age of 22 my father unfortunately passed away, and our relationship was a little bit challenging at times, but when he got sick I was his full-time carer towards the back end of his life, and then when he did pass away my life did change quite a bit and significantly, and did go down a bit of a spiral.
That is a lot for a young bloke to carry. You'd actually written a letter to your brother, is that right?
I did, yes.
Goodbye?
I did say a goodbye message to my brother, and he spontaneously called me quite early in the morning, didn't expect him to be up, and I took that as a sign that it wasn't my time yet.
Talk to us about getting help. What did that look like for you? It
was hard, being a young man. I mean, we're still slowly getting there as a society to be accepting of men to be able to talk, but back then it was very, very stigmatised, sorry. And it was hard to speak up as a young man. I just didn't want to. I thought I was less of a man. I wasn't a masculine man. I couldn't cry. I couldn't express myself. But little did I know it's the complete opposite now. So, yeah.
It really is fantastic. And that's why the work that you do is so important. I mean, every day we tell people you need to speak up, you need to. And people are still struggling with it. Tell us a little bit about Top Blokes. How does that work?
So Top Blokes, where we mentor young boys for 1 to 20 weeks in high schools, primary schools. We talk about the conversations that need to be had, like from drugs, alcohol, sex, pornography, healthy relationship. What is a healthy relationship and what it means to be a man. And I just love it. It's the best thing. Boys need to learn this type of stuff. Schools need to start focusing more on this type of education.
You're working... Sorry?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, sorry, where did you learn that? Because you had your experiences and you can speak
I learned that through positive male role models in my life that I've fortunately been able to come across. And every man needs a male role model. Every woman needs a positive role model in their lives. Someone to look up to, someone to learn from.
With your father passing away when you were young, was it mostly your brother that you
Yeah, I was very fortunate that I had a brother that was 7 years older than me, and he's not perfect by all means, but he definitely taught me some real good things and some not so good things too, and you can learn from both. Definitely.
You're so right though, when you're feeling untethered, having that responsible, trustworthy adult in your life to look up to makes all the difference. What sort of impact are you seeing with the young kids at schools that you're mentoring?
They're growing mullets now, actually. That's one of the aspects, but definitely they're learning. Like, speaking to boys each week, growing and seeing them coming back each week saying, I've made this decision instead of that decision, and I'm just proud of myself, and telling us how they're learning to control their anger, how to have healthier relationships, being able to communicate with their family in more effective ways, telling them when they need some support and how they need to be supported too.
It really is great, and I can't say it enough how important it is. We're very proud of you. You must be very, very proud of yourself and the amount of people that you're mentoring now.
Definitely.
Top Blokes, they're selling raffle tickets to help them reach as many young guys as possible. It's so important, and the prize is this here. It's a fully restored A-code 1966 Mustang, valued at over 85,000 grand, and you can get tickets by visiting raffletix.com.au. Ryan, congratulations on all the fantastic work that you're doing, and thank you so much for talking to us today, and more importantly, thanks for talking.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll make sure to put all the details on our socials as well, so you can bid for that. And don't forget as well, Lifeline's always available 24 hours a day, 1311 141. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic, thank you. Always speak out, always call someone, and really look to see who's around you and who can help. Now, we're going to be right back with more in just a moment.